Welcome to the Geek Easy. Sit back, grab a libation of your choice, and relax, 'cause it's time to do some geek stuff in the Geek Easy. Welcome to the Geek Easy, fellow geeks. Grab a beverage of your choice, because today we are going to be talking about variant covers. Now, according to the research that I've done, they say the earliest of the modern covers, the one that set it off, was Man of Steel #1, which was 1986. Right after Crisis on Infinite Earths, they decided they wanted to redo Superman, take away all the years of baggage they had with him, kind of power him down and just get a new start on Superman. So they killed off the Superman they had up to that point and commissioned John Byrne to reinvigorate, redo him, starting with a miniseries. And that first issue, Man of Steel #1, had two covers. That supposedly what they said. I remember when that happened. The article I read said that everyone was confused. I wasn't, because they made sure they said, okay, there's two different covers for this. People were like, oh, is it two different covers, two different stories inside? No, it was just, this cover and this cover. I don't remember there being a lot of confusion about it, but that is the issue that everyone says started it for modern times, because there was some stuff back in the 30s and 40s where they had different covers, like people wearing different colored shoes and all that, but this was the modern times of the 86. And that was only for what they did it for was special events. Like just certain issues. It wasn't, every issue. It wasn't, like they were having the next Crisis on Infinite Earths or something where they'd have 4 or 5 issues for each one. It was only meant for select issues. And then they realized, hey, we can start making money on this, so it started to get more and more until the crash of 92, I think it was 90, which coincides with Image coming on scene. What happened there was you get Image coming in, and they had all these different covers for everything. They had the foil cover, they had this cover, they had that cover, and a whole bunch of different ones for each one. And people were just buying them like crazy. But it was kind of hard to tell which reason they were doing it for. Was it because it was because of #1 with the variant, or was it the variant that they were doing? So people were buying them, and that eventually led to the comic crash of the 90s. And it got so bad that Marvel almost went into bankruptcy. They had to sell off the rights to a lot of their characters. That's why you had the Fantastic Four being done by 20th Century Fox. You had X-Men being done by somebody else. That's why in the Avengers you couldn't refer to Pietro and Wanda as mutants, because Marvel didn't own the rights to the phrase mutants. That went, and that's why Spider-Man was done by Sony. That's why you can't put Venom and Carnage in there now, because they're still owned by Sony. Spider-Man is too, but they worked out a deal with that. So then eventually they started to come back. And now you're getting, most issues have, it's in the 2000s, in the mid, like say 2010s or something like that. You're starting to get all these covers. Most issues now have one or two covers, and you're getting first issues have 4 or 5. Then the big event comics, say like what I read there was Batman number 50, the wedding edition, had 100 different covers, because you had the regular cover, then you had cover A, cover B, cover C, cover D virgin, cover E virgin, cover F virgin. You have the just all these, and you're getting people who are getting famous just for doing covers. If I say a Momoko cover, you know what I'm talking. Does she even do inner stuff? The inner work? I don't know. You have the Choi cover. Then you're having comic stores that have different covers. Like the Mile High Comics cover. And I've seen it where there's a guy named Comics with Bueller who he's kind of a big name in the comic stuff. Every week he comes out and says, okay, all these are coming out. He got his own cover on a couple of them. And it's just getting to the point where these covers, you have a 1 in 100 virgin that they're going for hundreds of dollars a piece just for the cover. Nothing important happens in the book. It's not, Superman killing somebody, or a new Green Arrow villain or whatever. It's just a 1 in 100 variant virgin cover that, I've got to have this. So you're people seem to have forgotten what happened in the 90s. It wasn't all variant covers, but that had a lot to do with it. And now we're having the same thing, but it's going even more, because you have more books out and you're getting more covers. Sometimes you're getting 5, 10, 15 covers for each book. Not all of them. Usually there's only, 1, 2 variant covers, if that. But then some of them you're doing 5, 10, 15, 20 covers per book, and it's becoming a speculator's market, and it's going to sink the industry again. But we shall see. I could be wrong, but from what I've seen lately, it's not. I have a friend who we were going into shop in Bosco's. He's walking in the store with his couple-month-old baby in a stroller, and someone actually comes and shoves him out of the way and the baby out of the way to get to the stacks, to get to one of the variant covers. And if you're going to run over a guy pushing his baby, there's an issue. All right, so tell me what you think about the variant cover issues. Are you a fan or are you not? You think it's going to hurt the industry or not? Let me know in the comments below. Like, subscribe. Most of all, enjoy your comics.